What's up, everybody, and welcome to the channel. It's your boy Mello. Hope everyone out there is doing well. I'm looking a little rough, but you know what? It's okay. I feel at home here, so hopefully you guys could excuse it for today. I really just wanted to come on and talk to you guys sort of about, I guess, the effects of rap music on our young black people. Now, I guess I want a disclaimer. I don't blame rap music for anything. If I don't put the sole blame on rap is what I should say. I definitely think a large part of accountability needs to be held with the parents. It's not up to anyone else to raise your children but you. However, I do feel like rap music is greatly contributing to our youth's decisions, and not in a positive way. I think rap music is unfortunately negatively impacting our youth. As you guys know, I often share that I do work with young teens, and today was the first day that I saw up close in hand how much rap music is really like affecting our kids. So you have this young man that I'm working with, this young boy, young black boy that I'm working with, and the last time I seen him, everything was cool. Everything was he was like, seemed like he was going in the right direction. We were talking about like applying for jobs. I was going to help, make a resume. Fast forward, have a meeting today. I found out the kid's on probation. Kid got caught with drugs. Kid got caught with gun clips. So we get down, we get to talking. I don't want to disclose too much, due to HIPAA violations, so I'm gonna just keep it at that. But once we really started talking and once we really got to the bottom of it, comes to find out it is rap music that this youth is listening to, and this youth is now trying to emulate. They hear that, in the rap music, they got the guns, they've got the weed, they've got this, they've got that. So now it's really seeping into our young black man, and this is honestly my problem. And I will say this, my problem with the black community is that we unfortunately are not holding ourselves accountable, and we unfortunately are not holding each other accountable. And if we're going to take accountability, then when it comes to protecting the kids, it can't only be about gay kids. And I did a previous video where I was talking about, what do you guys mean by protect the kids, right? Because this is yet another example. I'm trying to choose my words carefully, but pretty much all I want to say is that I think it's just time for us to talk. Let's look at rap music. Let's look at it. Let's look at it how it's, because there's been studies shown that it does negatively affect our youth, right? So I want to read you guys something. According to American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, many of the rap lyrics contribute to the suicide, violence, and inappropriate sexual content in lyrics that also influence and contribute to teens taking part in drugs and alcohol in a younger age. It is believed that many males who listen to rap music are viewed to have more violent tendencies compared to those who don't listen to rap music. This includes being more disrespectful and aggressive towards women in general. A study from Emory University concluded those teens between the ages of 14 and 18 who listened to music roughly around 14 hours a week were 3 times more likely to get into a fight with the teacher, 2.5 times more likely to find themselves getting arrested, and 1.5 times more likely to partake in illegal activities such as underage drinking and experimenting with drugs, including getting a sexually transmitted disease. Another study from 2005 from the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine found that the top rap songs for teens that year had 77% mentions of drugs and alcohol. This was a problem because for many teens, rappers are what are becoming to be their idols in life, and a good majority of them partake in using drugs as well as participating in gang violence. Not only do rappers influence lifestyles, but fashion plays an important role to many. Rappers create fashion trends such as wearing baggy clothes, and for some, wearing less is more. Then it goes on to say, classical music is shown to improve a child's vocabulary as well as improves one's comprehension. Those who also participate in playing different kind of music instruments also help one's self-confidence and self-esteem. Like I said, I have seen it. I have seen today for the first time how rap music is affecting our young people, and it is negatively affecting them. Again, I don't believe the sole blame is on rap music, so let me say that again. I do feel a large portion of the accountability needs to be held with the teens' parents. However, if you look at this on a larger scale, it is affecting the black community. So it's time to talk about it. I don't know if it was earlier this year or it could have been sometime last year. I believe it was like the mayor of New York. He was trying to ban drill music because he just saw like an uptick in and I think like violence and stuff like that with teens, or something like that for drill music. And at the time I didn't agree with it. I'm like, it's literally just music. Like it's just music. It's not that deep. That's how I felt. But now that I have seen up close and personal how rap music is, again, negatively affecting our kids, it's just time to talk about it. Like that's all I want to do is talk about it. I'm not saying let's ban it. I'm not saying let's do this, let's do that. But I'm saying, hey, I saw this today and I didn't like that. You know, I think maybe we should talk about that because I can't imagine how many other youth are doing this. I'm 25. I'm very grateful and happy that I've never been arrested, right? That's always been a huge accomplishment of mine. And I have worked extremely hard never to get arrested, and I continue to do that, right? That's just one of the things I hope to never have to experience. You've got this young boy who now has been arrested. He is now on probation. He now has a record. And I'm just like, I can't imagine that happening to me at that age. I don't want this to affect any other black boys. I don't want any other black boys to fall into this trap that they feel like the only way out the hood is you got to be a rapper. You know, you need to be, you know, doing all the things, you know. I don't want them to think they have to emulate the rappers, you know. And I guess my question is to the rappers, at what point when you make it out the hood do you stop rapping about the hood? Black people are so much more than the hood. I think it's just time to stop perpetuating so much violence, so much gang activity, and so much disrespect towards certain people. And I think it's time to really just uplift. I don't know what that looks like. I'm not a rapper, you know, but all I'm saying is once you become a rapper and you make millions of dollars and you have this huge following and you know you now are traveling around the world, why can't you inspire the youth to want to do that? Let them know like, hey, yeah, I did that, you know, but this is what I'm doing now, and move forward. But what I think I'm starting to find out is that when these rappers make it into the music industry and they do get their millions of dollars, it's like that's sort of when the gang activity is becoming worse. Like you have some rappers who will openly say that, you know, they're like drug dealers, and to me that just doesn't make sense. I'm like, how do you have all of this money but you are selling drugs? I get it, like it may be a hustle, but I'm just like, is it needed? And are we aware of the message that we are sending to our young black people, especially our young black boys? You got to realize these black boys are vulnerable. A lot of us did not have male figures growing up, so we don't have fathers, you know, in our lives. So we kind of look for that in somewhere else. And if you got this black man rapping and he's a millionaire, you know, a part of you is going to want to probably be a part of that, especially if you don't have any positive influences in your life. I think it's just, it's so much bigger than the rap music, but I do think that we need to look at that. What I am finding out in this field is that, especially with a lot of black families, it's like you guys want to scramble when it's too late. And what I mean by that is when your kid needs the guidance and the hands-on attention the most, you really got to pay attention to your kid, and you really got to instill in them good qualities. And I mean all around. You know, it is okay to limit your child and let them know you cannot listen to rap music, you cannot watch this, you cannot watch that. That is called being a parent. Okay, what I'm saying is these kids did not have any type of structure growing up. So now when they get to a certain age, they feel like they grown. It's like, you can't tell me nothing. I've been listening to this music. They feel like it's just music. They can't even see how their actions and what they're doing now can affect them in the long run, 5 to 10 years, from there. To the parents out there, I am urging you guys, I am urgently encouraging you guys to please get a hand on your young black children, especially your young black boys, because they are vulnerable, especially if they do not have a father figure or a positive male influence in their life. I think we all black boys really need someone to teach them how to be a man, okay? And what a man is, I feel like that definition varies. To me, what makes a great man is your leadership skills. Are you fair? And it's like, how can you live up to being a man? I don't feel like being a man, it's all about masculinity, because I think there's been great men out there who aren't the most masculine, I think that I'm an okay man. I always try to do the right thing, I'm fair. I really do try to do the right thing and live by the books so that I'm not in any trouble or I'm not crossing anybody, right? And I ain't the most masculine, but I also did not have a father figure growing up, so literally no one taught me how to be a man. Everything I feel like I'm doing and I feel like I know about being a man, I've had to learn on my own, and I have had to filter through like pop culture and music and who I look up to, and I've had to take some of those qualities. I think when us young black boys don't have male role figures or role models in our lives to teach us how to be a man, we start to look for that elsewhere. And a lot of these young black boys, they're looking for it in rap music. And what are the rap musics talking about? Drugs. They're talking about, killing, shooting, licks they didn't hit, licks they plan to hit, So this is what I'm saying. Like, what do we mean by protect the kids? Because it is very evident that our young black boys, and I'm gonna take it a step further, because I think when we say protect the kids, you guys really only use that term for gay kids, right? Like, oh, they're too young, this is an agenda. Is rap not pushing an agenda of drugs, violence, gang violence, and disrespecting women? Are they not pushing that agenda to our right? If we're like, let's be honest, and this is what I'm saying, black people, hold yourselves accountable, okay? How could you say that there's this gay agenda being pushed and protect the kids, but you've got these young black boys really out here trying to emulate violence, pure and utter violence? Accountability, and I'm, like I said, I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not blaming rap music, because I love rap music, but I also was one of those kids who I just feel like I had a good head on my shoulders. I was never interested in doing drugs. I was never interested in rap and violence and all of that. That could be to the fact that I identify as gay, so maybe just in nature I was softer, and my priorities and what I was interested in was different than what a heterosexual male would be interested in, or straight men. But nonetheless, because I'm one of those people who I do care about the whole entire black community, I'm now just like, it can't only be about gay kids. We can't only be trying to protect them. Like, when I see firsthand how rap music is now affecting even straight black boys, and it's terrible. It is terrible. I don't know. I mean, you guys, like, this is what I'm saying. It's something that is larger than me, but it's something that I would like to be a part of and to help, start the conversation. That, like I said, I just want to talk about it. Like, let's look at rap music, and how can we go from there? Like, how can we better improve the lyrics so that our young black children, especially boys, are not negatively affected by this? Again, I think accountability needs to be held to the parents as well. But I think it's time to talk about it, you guys. That's it. It is so interesting because times have really changed. I'm only 25, and I'm just like, these kids are out here wilding. And a part of me can only sympathize so much because, as I've shared on this channel, I grew up in foster care. I did not have any structure. I didn't have any guidance. I didn't have any love. So I feel like if anybody should have been off the rails as a kid, it should have been me, you know? But like I said, I just always was thinking for the future. And I was always like, you know what, Romello, at 18, you go emancipate, you're going to get out the system, and you could really choose and take your life in the way that you want it to go, the direction you want it to go, you know, be the man that you want to be. But a lot of our young black boys, they don't have that same mindset. You know, they're just not there. And that's okay. But I feel like we need to work a little bit harder to get them to where they need to be. That's just my hot take on this, you guys. I'm very curious and interested to know some of your opinions. What are your opinions on rap music? Do you feel like it's just music? Do you feel like we should let our kids be? Do you feel like it's up to the rappers to make better lyrics and maybe music content? Or do you feel like it's up to the parents to better structure their kids and to be and do you feel like it's up to them to be held accountable? As always, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. You know, as I am up and coming. Also, please make sure to subscribe, as anything helps. But again, also make sure to go ahead and leave a comment so I can join you guys down below in the discussion. This was really a kind of spare of the moment video. It's just something I was like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I really need to talk about this, because I think once you guys see something like uphand, like how it could really affect someone, that's when you really kind of want to spring into it. And I get it, like some things you just have to you got to learn the hard way, right? And I really feel like in that meeting today, I learned the hard way of like, we gotta protect our black kids. And I think as black people, we just gotta do better. You know, I just think we gotta do better, you guys. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day. And I will catch you guys on the next video. You wanna say hi? Come here, come say hi. All right, we are out of here. This girl always tries to lick me, but she eats cat poop. Like, yeah, no cat poop. So, that my baby though. All right, y'all, I gotta take her to the restroom. That's why she looking at me. You ready to go potty? You ready to go potty? All right, you guys. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Peace.